Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Toth Properties, powered by eXp Realty. I'm a residential real estate agent in Raleigh, North Carolina. Today is my monthly real estate market update. It's December 14th. This is my last monthly update for 2023. We're going to look at what has happened historically in the Triangle, what's going on today locally, and we will finish up with some national information, looking at mortgage rates, inventory levels, and 2024 forecasts. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we will get right into it. So I always like to look at the trend lines first. I look at Raleigh, Cary, and Durham. Those are three cities that I sell a lot in, so I like to really keep up with what's going on in the real estate market in those areas. But this is the average sales price. And one of the things I would tell you is, yes, and I'm sure you've seen on the news media that real estate sales are down versus last year. The reason for that, higher interest rates have taken buyers out of the market, so it's softened demand, but we've also seen historically low inventory levels. As a result of having those low inventory levels, that has kept pressure on prices. So when we look at the average sales price for Raleigh, Cary, and Durham, they're all up when compared to last year. So Raleigh's average sales price is up 7%, Durham up 16%, Cary up almost 4%. And I mentioned historically low inventory levels. When we look at the month supply of homes available for sale in Raleigh, Cary, and Durham, and again, this data is through November. We have less than a 2-month supply in Raleigh, Cary, and Durham. A normal and balanced market is a 6-month supply. So we're a long way from that. And I always like to look at the longer trend line. So if we go back 5 years, you can see in the last 5 years, we have not had more than a 3-month supply of inventory in the Triangle. So our real estate market has stayed very, very strong for the last several years. Days on market. We'll go to a 1-year trend on this. The days on market, they've crept up just a little bit from October to November, sort of flat for Raleigh from October to November, but 3 weeks or less. So it's from the time a home comes on the market until it goes under contract, 3 weeks or less in Raleigh, Cary, and Durham. And when we look at the 3-year trend, you can see it did spike up in January, and so Raleigh was at a 39 days on the market, Durham 37 days, Cary 26 days. But then the spring market really heated up, and we saw that days on market really come down and come back in line with where we've been for a long time. And then we've seen it go up a little bit as we've gotten into the fall and winter season, because we're starting to see seasonality again. So normally what happens in the real estate market is in this area, spring market is really hot. We usually peak around May, but the summer real estate market is still very strong. And then as we get into the fall and winter, we see less homes come available for sale. Less people are out looking for homes, when we get closer to the holidays and the new year. So that's the seasonality. The last several years, the real estate market has been so hot here, we have not seen seasonality. Well, it's back for this year. So seasonality is back this year, and that's one of the things that's affecting these numbers as well. So you have higher interest rates, low inventory levels, and now we have seasonality on top of it. Now, that's not a bad thing. That's a sign that the real estate market is normalizing. When we look at homes available for sale, I'm going to go back to a 1-year trend here. We have less homes available for sale November of this year than we did November of last year. So you can see Raleigh's off 10%, Durham down 18%, Cary down 32%. Same thing with new listings coming on the market. That's down when compared to last year in Cary and Durham, but up slightly in Raleigh. So inventory levels are off versus last year in most areas, and the new listings are off when compared to last year in both Durham, Cary, but not Raleigh. So that's what's happened historically in Raleigh, Cary, and Durham. What's going on today in the real estate market? In Raleigh, Cary, and Durham, currently there are 1,666 listings available for sale. And I've been tracking the new construction because since the supply chain issues have eased, we're seeing more new construction options. So out of that 1,600 new listings that are available for sale, 603 are new construction. When we look at what's currently under contract, 1,323 homes are under contract in Raleigh, Cary, and Durham. Of that, 636 are new construction. So almost half the inventory that's currently under contract is new construction. So if you're a buyer in the market today, we're seeing more new construction options. So if that's, I would keep new construction on your list or add it to your list. If you don't have it, be sure that you're checking out what's available, what communities, because we have so much development going on in this area. And not all of the new construction listings get listed in the MLS. So you really want to connect with me or with your agent about what's available in the new construction communities in the Triangle. What's closed so far this month? 258 homes. And as I mentioned earlier, we're about halfway through the month. It's December 14th. What is new construction? Out of that 258, 34 are new construction homes. So that's what's going on in the real estate market today here locally. And I wanted to finish up with some national information. We'll look at mortgage rates. So this is as of November 30th. And this just shows you a trend since July, what's happened with mortgage rates. So at this time, it was as of November 30th, mortgage rates had dropped for the 5th consecutive week. Well, I've tracked mortgage rates and I use a site called Mortgage News Daily. And as you can see right now, mortgage rates have dropped. In fact, mortgage rates have dropped for the first time since August to below 7%. So this is significant. So one of the things I would tell you, if you're a buyer in the market and you're waiting for rates to come down, as the rates come down, more buyers are going to qualify, more buyers are going to enter the market. And so if you're waiting for the ideal rate, you could be competing with a lot of other buyers for homes that come on the market. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you're thinking about buying, don't wait, get in the market today, have a sense of urgency because homes are still selling fast and we still don't have enough homes on the market for all the buyers that are out there. So that's what's going on with mortgage rates. Looking at buyer demand, and I just thought this was interesting. So we've had softer demand because of the higher interest rates, but low inventory levels. But our showing numbers, according to Showing Time, the showing service, the showing traffic numbers are above pre-pandemic levels. So we're starting to see, we want to compare and see, where, in what indicators are we coming back to pre-pandemic levels. So as you can see with showings, we're actually outpacing the pre-pandemic years when it comes to showings. When we look at number of offers received on most recent closed sales, now this is for October. It'll be interesting to see the data that we get for November and December. But what this is saying is in October, and if we compare to the last several years, what has happened in October historically, the average home in 2023 was getting 2.5 offers. In 2019, they were getting 2 offers, and in 2018, 2.1 offers. Now, 2020 and 2021 were really anomalies. Those were the pandemic years when the real estate market really took off. And we're starting to come back to pre-pandemic levels again. We're in a lot of these indicators that we're talking about today. Median days on market. So we did look at the average days on market for the Triangle. This is the median days on market, and our median days on market nationally are actually less than the pre-pandemic levels. So you can see 50 days on market for 2022, 50 for 2023. And when we compare to 2019, 2018, and 2027, actually less than those years. So we're still pacing a little bit behind, a little bit ahead, I should say, or a faster days on market than we did it in pre-pandemic years. Looking at inventory, we still have very low inventory levels when compared to pre-pandemic years. So we still haven't come back from that. But we are seeing increased inventory. So when you look at it, the change in inventory for November 2023, year over year, the blue indicates are obviously an increase in inventory. So you can see across the country, we're starting to see inventory levels creep up a little bit. North Carolina, year over year inventory is up 2.7%. South Carolina, almost 6%. Florida's up 22%. So you can see what's going on across the country. Again, this is year over year. And if we compare November 2023 to November 2022, you can see across the country, inventory levels are up. Now, this is different than what we're seeing in the Triangle, but overall, North Carolina's inventory, when compared month over month, is up. 2024 forecast. So I always like to look at this information. I remember at the beginning of 2023, end of 2022, beginning of 2023, because of interest rates, a lot of experts were projecting huge declines in price appreciation. So this year, I think everybody's going to be a little bit more conservative, and a lot of experts about halfway through the year revised their forecasts, and we're showing an increase for 2023 home price appreciation. Now going into 2024, experts are projecting, and these are a bunch of experts. So you have MBA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Goldman Sachs, National Association of Realtors, Zillow, and Realtor.com. And you can see Zillow and Realtor.com are the only ones that are forecasting a decline in home price appreciation. If you average all of these experts, the overall probably an increase in home prices in 2024 of about 1.5%. So 2023 was a difficult and unique year. With lack of inventory, higher interest rates. I think what we're going to see going into 2024 is going to be relief when it comes to mortgage rates. We might actually see mortgage rates come down to, maybe the mid sixes. It's going to boost buying power, so we're going to see more buyers come in the market. Because those rates are coming down, we may see some sellers who have been reluctant to sell because they've had a lower interest rate. They may actually get in the market and make a move, so we could see more inventory come on the market. Regardless, I think in our area, at least, it will remain competitive. So if you're a buyer in the marketplace, you definitely want to have help. So if you have questions on the real estate market, you're thinking about buying or selling, don't hesitate to reach out. And if you have questions specific for your neighborhood or your town and you live here locally, I'm happy to provide any information that you may be looking for to help you make an informed decision. If you're thinking about relocating to the Raleigh area, check out my YouTube channel. It has a lot of great information. There's community tours, city tours, more information on the real estate market, buyer tips, seller tips. There's a lot of great information. It's called Welcome to Raleigh. You can subscribe, hit the little bell, and get notified anytime a new video is uploaded. And I wanted to wish you a happy holidays. We're about 11 days from Christmas now, so hopefully you have your holiday shopping done and all your plans in place for a great holiday season and Happy New Year. And again, I'm always grateful for those who took the time to read my message or watch my video. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you have a great day.